Kilo 7, Bravo, Echo, November.
Bravo, Echo, November. Are you in Seven Land?
November. Are you in Seven Land?
Negative. That's a vanity call sign. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. Over.
That would be Four Land?
That would be Four Land?
That's correct.
All right, I have a regional detector map going here, so it's laced with LEDs that correspond to the regions of the call signs, and I've got you blinking on a 4, which is Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, in that area. What radio are you running there, and what's the name?
South Carolina, in that area. What radio are you running there, and what's the name?
Well, the name is Ben, Bravo, Echo, November, just like the call sign. That's why I ended up with a 7 call, because when I went to get my vanity call, all of the 4 calls ending in Bravo, Echo, November were taken up already. We're running a ICOM 7610, and I'm talking on a Heil PR781 microphone.
Alrighty, I just found you on my local antenna. We run 4 internet SDRs plus our local antenna. We have 3 10-foot vertical mag loops, 1 vertical omnidirectional at and so what I've got you on my dipole actually, and so why don't you tell me what you like best about your radio, and let me listen to you.
Yeah, so this is a radio. I actually bought it second hand from another ham. I was noticing that, and he had 2 of them. He had 2 of the 7610s, and I was noticing that he was hearing a lot of things that I was not hearing. And I had bought an amplifier and had it hooked up so I could, talk on 40, because basically you can't talk on 40 without an amplifier unless the band is just completely in your favor, which sometimes it is and other times it isn't. And I was just noticing he was hearing a lot of things that I wasn't hearing, or hearing them better, and realized that the receiver on my older 9100 ICOM was not quite as good as the 7610, and made him an offer, and he took it, and now we can transmit and receive good.
Roger. Okay, I think we can maybe get your audio a little fatter, if you might be interested. Our setup procedure starts with you engaging your compressor at a 3. It's a token amount and nothing you'll hear on the air, but it helps us achieve a 3 dB dynamic range at the end. So it would be to start your compressor engaged at a 3, Roger?
Okay, it was at 3, and it was at 5, and I've turned it down to 3.
Excellent. Okay, now let's move to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and I want you to speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, and adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3.
Okay, this is the mic gain currently at 50%. I'm looking at the ALC, and it is peaking just below halfway, so I'm going to bring the mic gain up about 10%. So now the mic gain is at 60%, and it is peaking right about halfway to 2/3.
Roger. Now, what type of mic are you using, sir?
This is the Heil PR781.
Alrighty. I'm looking at your EQ on a spectrum analyzer. I would like for you to crank in a couple of clicks additional treble boost EQ. A treble boost to 2 clicks, Roger.
Okay, copy. 2 clicks of treble boost. That is going to take me going into the menu. I've done this before. Standby 1. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. I'm doing it on the air. Let's see. Set, voice. Oh, nope. Oh boy, audio, there we go. Oh, I can see my waveform. Alright, so we're going to go to level, And I may have to get retrained on this radio here. There's a way to adjust my treble. I know there is.
Transmit sideband.
Yeah, it's your TX bandwidth. Fix your bandwidth. Fix your.
Yeah, transmit bandwidth treble EQ.
Well, the transmit bandwidth is set to wide right now.
Okay, that's the your bandpass, and you want your bandpass to be 100 to 2900, 100 to 2900 on your bandpass, which is wide. Roger.
Okay, well that's the way it's set. It's set to wide currently.
All right, but now we're talking about EQ. Okay, note to self. Note to self. When you find out where your EQ is, we want 2 clicks additional treble EQ. Roger.
Okay, I'm getting in there now. So sideband, 2 clicks additional treble. It's already up about +3, so I'm going to bring it up to about +5, and that pretty much opens the treble all the way up. Now I do have a naturally bassy voice, kind of a nasally bassy sounding voice naturally. Over.
Roger. Okay, I'm looking at again on your voice curve on the spectrum analyzer, and the top end additional EQ boost helps. Now I want you to go on the bottom side to the bass EQ, and I want you to add 2 clicks bass EQ, and let me listen to you after you add 2 clicks additional bass EQ.
Okay, so transmit bass is on -3 right now, and I'm going to add 2, so I just added 2, and it's at a -1, so we're at -1 for the transmit bass.
Okay, I would leave that there. Now, you have a button called Quick. Are you familiar with that button? It's kind of towards the middle of the radio on the right-hand side, slightly off middle. I'm sorry, we doubled. Did you find it?
I see the button below the display. I'm not sure I've ever pressed that button before.
Okay, press the Quick button. It should take you to drive.
Yep, drive gain. I see it.
And what's your drive gain?
34%.
Okay, I want you to take that to 65%. Take your drive gain to 65, and let me hear you.
Okay, drive gain is now at 65%. 65%.
Roger. Normally, that drive gain is at 50, so somebody was in there playing with it. Anyway, normally that gain is at 50, and we suggest moving that up to 65. So tell me something in about 10 seconds that you like about your radio.
Well, I can talk for a few seconds to tell you about it. I got a new Balun from Palomar Engineering. It's a 4-to-1 and 1-to-1 integrated Balun. Handles 1,500 watts peak power. Got it up just over the weekend, and now we're not tripping these new fancy breakers. They got these new arc fault circuit breakers for the new houses over the past couple of years. It's a new thing, and radio interference causes them to trip, and thankfully the new Balun has fixed that issue.
Excellent, excellent. Now I want you to bring your bass EQ up to 0, flat. Bass EQ up to flat. It's like +1 from where you are, I guess.
Apparently when I key up, it takes me out of the menu if I do that, so I need to stay keyed down. I apologize. So I'm going to go transmit, sideband, bass EQ. We're going to go from -1 to flat. All right, so we are at flat on the bass EQ. So hopefully we're sounding better than when we first started.
Sounds exactly the same. No change.
That's not true, sir. I don't know what you're listening to. We're listening to a receiver that has 100 cycle response on the bottom end of the audio, and then 50 cycles on the monitor. What is your monitor, sir?
What?
What is your monitor system?
What the hell are you talking about? A monitor system?
Sir, this is a controlled net, please.
Controlled by whom?
By me, sir. This is a QSO-VLOG net in operation.
Oh, for Christ's sake. There we go. Let's knock the piss out of
So
Jim.
he expects me to believe that all of those settings were changed, but that nothing sounds different. I don't believe that.
Man's got some severe problems. Well, all right there, Ben. I think we were done. I think you have achieved near magnificence on that 7610, Roger.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I can't. I don't know how anybody could fathom that you would make that many setting changes to a radio, but it would sound the same. I don't understand how the math adds up there.
Roger. Now, one other thing. Your proximity to microphone affects your tonality. It's called bass buildup, proximity effect. So we want you to find a place probably about 2 inches away from that microphone and just dwell there. If you pull back off mic, you're going to get faint, not faint, but your audio bass line is going to drop down. If you get closer than that, you're going to be heavy on the bass line. So I would like to hear you about 2 inches off of your microphone, Roger.
Okay, this right here is about 2 to 3 inches from the microphone. I'm normally, say, about 1 inch away from the microphone. Over.
All right, let me hear you at 1 inch.
All right, this is where I normally talk, right about 1 inch from the microphone.
I would stay right there and pay particular attention that you do stay there because, you know, we've increased your drive. What drive does is it tries to keep your audio up. And if you pull off mic, then you're going to be losing some of the top end, and it's still going to try to pull that up to zero level. So, you know, it could be muddy. So I want you to concentrate on being on mic at that 1 inch position, Roger.
Yeah, that's where I naturally talk into almost any microphone, whether it's a handheld mic in a PA system or a two-way radio mic. I kind of naturally just give it about 1 inch of distance and talk into it. That way, especially on a PA system, we can help reduce feedback and things like that. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Ben. I would suggest, though, that next time you're in town or around, that you drop by your local music store and get a foam windscreen to fit over that mic. Then you take care of all of the transients, Roger.
Yeah, copy that. That's one thing I've never had any feedback on from anyone, if they're hearing any kind of pops or hisses or anything like that are being picked up by the microphone.
Yeah, not many, but there were a few. So that foam windscreen will just solve all of that, Roger.
Yeah, copy that. I have one around here somewhere, so I'll just dig out the box. I have one that'll fit perfect over this mic. I think it was originally for a Shure mic or a Sennheiser or something like that, but that should work just fine.
Roger. Well, let me say 73 to you, sir. Get the Gorilla Tape out and taper down.
All right, I appreciate it. I've actually am going to go into the menu and save this to the memory card. That's the beautiful thing about this radio, is having these profiles that you can save. So I will do that. I appreciate your time and your help. This is really the first time I've ever had anybody take the time to give me feedback on the audio. And despite the detractors out there, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate your time.
Yes, sir, Ben. And what part of Florida are you in? Yeah, I'm sorry, Ben. What part of Florida are you in?
I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. That's the northeast corner of Florida.
Roger, Roger. Well, 73, sir. And we have been recording, and we will post this recording up on YouTube probably about noon tomorrow. So if you would like to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for KC9VKV. That's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. Logbook, KC9VKV logbook will take you to our QSO-VLOG page. This will be cut number 1 of 1950 some odd QSO-VLOG recordings. Roger?
Okay, copy that. I've got it in YouTube and I've got the URL saved. Thanks again for everything. K7BEN.
Roger, Roger, Ben. 73, sir. And you have a great afternoon, a beautiful weekend, and that will wrap it up for us since 3:30. We've been recording, and hope you've enjoyed it. We have, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We start the whole thing at 3:30 and record till 5. So we got to jump out of here now, and this will be KC9VKV, returning the frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is KC9VKV clear.
Merry Christmas, Jim. It's K4HEW.
Roger, HEW 73, sir. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, Jim. 73, K4, TOR.
TOR 73, and have a great Christmas.
Great job there, Jim. This is Gene, Whiskey 8 Whiskey India Lima. Take care, my buddy. 7-3.
Boy, everybody's sounding great this afternoon. We'll catch everybody. Merry Christmas, 73. KC9VKV clear.